everyone, welcome back to my channel and to today's video. I hope you're all okay. Today's video is going to be a fabric haul video. I've got some lovely new fabrics to share with you and some plans for things that I'd really like to get sewn up in March. So I'm looking forward to sharing them with you today. So if you're new to my channel is all about sewing. I post lots of sewing content, some sew-alongs, fabric hauls, things I've been making and things like that. So if you're into sewing and making as well, I'd love you to consider subscribing to my channel. If you do enjoy this video, I'd love it if you give it a big like at the end, and I always love to hear from you in the comments as well, so let me know what you think of the fabrics that I'm going to be sharing and the plans that I have, and let me know maybe what you would sew up with these fabrics. So with all that said, I'll get straight into my fabrics and plans for March. So the first fabric I have is quite a plain one. It's a really nice fleece-backed sweatshirt fabric, which I picked up from Minerva recently in their craft club sale. Minerva run a VIP craft club sale day every so often. I can't remember how frequently they run it actually, maybe twice a year. And it's a really good way to stock up on fabrics, because if you are a craft club member you get 20% discount, which is quite a lot really. So I wanted to stock up on a couple of sweatshirting fabrics, and I picked up this really lovely petrol colour green, I think it's called. It's sort of bluey green colour. So it's a really lovely soft smooth knit on the front, and then the back is lovely and cosy. It's all fleecy on the back. So yeah, that's really nice, and with this I want to make a pair of, or another pair I should say, of Hudson Pants. So these are the Hudson Pants. This is the Hudson Pants pattern. It's by True Bias. I recently made this up after a lot of procrastinating. I don't know why I didn't get on with it sooner, because I absolutely love the pair that I made. So I really just want to make up another pair, because I don't think you can ever have too many pairs of jogging bottoms around in your wardrobe. And if you're anything like me, I really love it in the evening when I can change into something cozy after I've been wearing something like jeans or something in the day. I just don't like to sit around in jeans in the evening. I always like to change into something more comfy. So yeah, I really want just another basic pair of these, and I thought this green colour was a little bit different for me. I stayed away from my usual sort of grey and navy or pastel-y colours, and I went for a really dark green, and I think that'll be really nice, and it'll go with lots of other things in my wardrobe, other sweatshirts and things that I've got. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to making up another pair of those. So last time I think I made up a size 2, and despite all of my worries about sizing and everything, I didn't have to make any changes to the pattern. So the length was fine as it was last time, and they fit really nicely, and I really liked the narrow leg design of this pattern. So yeah, looking forward to making up another pair of those, and they should be quite a quick, speedy sew, so I'm hoping to get those done in the not too distant future. Next, and I think I picked this up just before the Minerva sale actually, but this was really reasonably priced, this fabric. It's a lovely light wool fabric, and as you can see it's got a kind of tartan-y plaid texture to it, or pattern to it, and it's actually got a little bit of a gold fleck running through it as well. So I was really pleased to pick this up. It is a polyester blend, I think, and so you can kind of feel that it's got that polyester-y feel to it. And it did wash in the washing machine. I did actually pre-wash this. I wasn't sure whether I should or not, but I checked on the Minerva website, and it did say you can pre-wash it. So I have washed it, and it's kept its texture and everything really well, and it didn't shrink too much, I don't think. Hard to tell, isn't it? But I don't think it did. So with this fabric, I want to make up another version of my Logan Shacket. So recently I've made up a version of the Logan Shacket which I'm calling like a wearable twirl. I made it from a cotton plaid fabric just to test out the sizing and everything, and then I wanted to make a more heavyweight version that I could wear as outerwear over sort of long sleeve t-shirts and maybe sweatshirts and things like that. So that's what I'm going to use this for. So I'm really looking forward to having another go at the Logan Shacket. I really enjoyed making that up last time. So this is the Logan Shacket pattern. If you haven't seen it before, it's by Style Arc. So it's a really lovely oversized shirt pattern with a really nice traditional curved hem. And you really can wear it as sort of indoor wear or outer wear, depending on what kind of fabric you make it from or how you feel, how you want to wear it. I really wanted a sort of outerwear shacket, so that's what I'm aiming for with this fabric. And as I say, I have made this before and it was a really lovely sew. and it came together much more quickly than I thought it might. The instructions in Style Art patterns have been known to be slightly vague, and they are slightly vague really, but I would say that the pattern is so well drafted and there are lots of pointers on the pattern pieces themselves and everything that it actually all came together really nicely, and I really enjoyed sewing up this jacket. So I'm really looking forward to having another go at making this up, and I'm hoping this time to record it as a sew along, because I keep saying I'm going to do that, and I know a few people have actually asked if I would do that because they want to make up this pattern as well. So yeah, really hoping this month to record that as a sew along. So if you are interested in this pattern and how it turns out and the changes that I make to it and everything, then stay tuned for that one. Don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell so you don't miss that video. Hint, hint. So in my previous version, I did make a couple of changes. I made the smallest size of this because it's very oversized. And I also shortened it back and front and made a couple of other changes as well, like altering the pockets and things. So I'm planning to keep all of those changes the same this time, because I know that that sizing worked out really nicely last time, and I was really pleased with how the jacket turned out. So that's my plans with this lovely wool fabric. And these things I really want to get on with quite quickly, because I feel like spring is approaching quite quickly now. And I really want to sort of get my wintry makes finished up before the colder weather goes away, so that I get a little bit of time to wear them before spring comes and we're all into spring makes and things like that. So yeah, lovely, lovely fabric, really reasonably priced. This was actually cheaper, funnily enough, than my wearable twirl version fabric was. So I think this was, I don't know, it's something really cheap. I will link it below as well, but it could have even been like £5 or £6 a metre, and you only need 2 metres for the jacket. So really reasonably priced. Obviously it depends on the type of fabric composition you prefer to wear. If you're not keen on polyester, then you might not be so keen on this. But yeah, a lovely fabric, and I can tell holding it like this that it's going to be really warm, and I really like the fact that you can wash it as well, because I think that's always important. So that's why I went for something, or tried to go for something that I thought you could wash anyway. The next fabric that I've picked up recently is a cotton jersey, and I also got this from Minerva in the sale. So for a long while now I've been wanting to make another pair of long sleeved and long bottomed pyjamas, and I really have had my eye on the Juno pyjamas by Tilly and the Buttons from the Make It Simple book, and I'll just show you the pattern in a minute. But it's one of those things that I know will probably be a really quick thing to whip up, but I just haven't got around to it. And again, before winter kind of goes, I really want to get these pyjamas made up. So I chose this really pretty cotton jersey from Minerva, and it's just so lovely. So it's on a cream background, and it's got some lovely flowers and butterflies and things like that all over it, and I just thought it was really lovely. So these are the Juno pyjamas. They're from the Tilly and the Buttons Make It Simple book. I love the Make It Simple book. If you can't tell already, I've made lots of things from this book, and there's lots that I still want to make from it. It's just a really lovely book with lots of lovely sort of really versatile patterns that you can use for lots of different things. So you can probably see from the picture here that the trousers are actually finished with cuffs, and also the t-shirt is finished with cuffs as well, and obviously a neckband. So I thought to have a bit of contrast in my pyjamas, I might actually use this really lovely pale green ribbon, which I've had for quite a while. It's quite light, so I'm hoping that it'll work okay with the cotton jersey and not be too heavy. But yeah, I thought that would work really nicely together. So it's not the exact green of this lovely woodland fabric, but it is quite a near match, and there is a sort of bluey green in there as well. So I'm hoping that that will pull that colour out nicely if I use that just for the cuffs and the bands and things. And yeah, it will just provide a nice contrast. So I'm really looking forward to getting on with those, and I really hope that I get those made up this month. I think, not the Logan Shacket, but I think the Hudson Pants and these, fingers crossed, should be quite a quick make, so I really just need to get on with those and get them so that I can wear them. And then lastly, in things I want to get made this month at least, I've had this lovely fabric from Minerva. This was one of my brand ambassador fabrics that I've had for ages, and I'm really late with making this one up, so I really want to get this done this month. This is a really nice, I think it's Art Gallery, but I'll check and link it below, but it's a really nice brushed cotton fabric, and it's got a really lovely, again, sort of floral print all over it. You can definitely tell my tastes in these last two fabrics, can't you? floral, sort of delicate ditzy floral print all over it, and it's a lovely brushed cotton fabric. So I've got about 3 meters or even 3.5 meters of this, I think, because it's only 110 centimeters wide. And with this, I want to make a pair of Carolyn pyjamas. So these are the Carolyn pyjamas. If you haven't seen this pattern before, I really do love this pattern. I've made 2 versions of the short set in the past, and I just love the whole process. But the problem is that I know it's a really involved make. There's quite a lot of details in there, and it is one that takes quite a lot of time. So I think that's what's been putting me off slightly of getting this pair of Carolyn pyjamas done. But with this pair, I want to make the short sleeve top version as it is here, and then I want to make the longer pair of pyjama bottoms, but I want to make them 3/4 length and not full length. So I know there's going to be a bit of pattern altering needed there to sort of work out how I'm going to shorten the pyjama bottoms and things like that. It shouldn't be too big a change, but if you know me, then you'll know that I do procrastinate about anything that I've got to alter. So that's what's putting me off a little bit, but that's my challenge for this month, to get this pair of pyjamas made, because I really want to wear them. I really want to get them done so that I can have them to wear, and also they're very late for Minerva as well, so I really need to get them done. So for the piping for these pyjamas, I've just, it's just arrived this morning actually, this lovely pale pink piping, which I'm going to use for the piping detail on the pyjamas. I'm just hoping, if I hold these together, that the pale pink piping will really pull out the pink in the flowers, and that will look really pretty together. I just remembered actually that I did get another fabric in the Minerva sale, so I've just run up quickly to get that to show you as well. It's another sweatshirt in fabric, so I obviously... well, I love a sweatshirt, as you know already. I picked up this really nice, it's sort of cream, I think they call this melange jersey, but I might be wrong. It's got that sort of grey mottled effect through it, but it's on a cream background. And this is really cosy and really fleecy on the back. So yeah, it's a really, really cosy one. And I'm not sure I'm going to get this one done this month, because the 4 that I've just shared are the ones that I really want to get done this month. This is an extra one. I'll see if I have time, but if not, it might get pushed into the month after. But with this one, I want to make another toaster sweater. This is the toaster sweater by Sew House 7. I've made this version recently with a high neck. But I made it from quite a drapey fabric, and it didn't quite turn out with the structure that the pattern image has. So for a while now I've wanted to get a more sort of sweatshirty fabric so that I can try out this pattern again and get the high neck and the structure that the pattern sort of has, and that looks really nice with the pattern. So that's what I've brought this fabric for. You need quite a lot of fabric actually for the toaster sweater. I think you need about 1.6 meters, which is quite a lot for a sweatshirt, I think. So that's what I've got with this, but it's quite wide, so I'll probably have loads of it. But yeah, that's my plans for this one. So there are actually 2 versions you can make of the toaster sweater, and I do like the look of this one as well. So this one's got a sort of more of a mock neckline, I suppose, that's kind of high but not quite as high as this one, and then it's got more of an A-line sort of drapey shape. So I think I'll probably go for the high neck version, but I'm really tempted by this version as well. So we shall see. I think maybe this version would look better in a more drapey, lighter fabric than this sweatshirting fabric. So I'll probably go for version 1 at this time and just sort of get that high neck, see if I can get it right this time. But yeah, love that pattern, the toaster sweater. It'll be really nice to get another version of that made up too. Lastly, I thought I'd just quickly show you a new pattern that I picked up again in the Minerva sale. This is another style art pattern. So after my success with the style art Logan pattern, I really wanted to try another style art pattern. And this one caught my eye. I did want to get this one made up before we went on holiday actually, because I thought this would be a really good sort of holiday dress. It's called the Montana Midi dress, and you can make it either from woven fabric or jersey knit fabric. I want to make a jersey version because I think that would be really super comfy for summertime and great for holiday wear. I'm not sure if we're going on holiday again yet, but if you are going on holiday, this would be a really nice holiday one, I think, that you can just throw on to be around the pool or beach or whatever. And that was what I had in my head when I bought this pattern. So it's a really simple t-shirt style bodice with grown on sleeves, and I believe the bodice is actually lined, so there's no facings or anything like that. You just bag out the top part so that it's double lined, and then it just has a really nice gathered skirt that you can make as long or as short as you want, really. Yeah, and I just really like the simple style of that one, and I thought that would be good for summertime. So thinking of summer and holidays and things already, that's why I went for that one. I really like Starlight Patterns at the moment. I just think they've got so many lovely designs. So yeah, I'm really sort of tempted by a lot of their patterns at the moment, but that one was the one that I decided to go for next. I'm not sure when this one will actually get made up. It will probably get pushed into summertime now, but I thought I'd just share it with you anyway. So those are all my plans for March. I can't believe we're already into March sewing already. Soon we'll be into summer making again, won't we? And that's really exciting because summer is always my favourite season to sew for. More dresses, because I definitely need more dresses, of course. Let me know what you think of the fabrics I'll be using this month. Let me know what you're making in the comments as well, because it's always really nice to hear. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you have enjoyed the video, I'd love it if you give it a like. Take care everyone and have a lovely day, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!